Next is the theory of trans effect. There are two theory by which we can explain the trans effect. The first theory is that is polarization theory. The first theory is the polarization theory, and second one is also called as pi bonding theory. Pi bonding. So let's discuss the polarization theory. This theory was proposed by Greenberg, and this theory is applicable. This theory is applicable for those ligands which can form only sigma bond with a metal. As we know that the electronic cloud of a ligand is spherical, supposed to be this is a ligand L, and its electronic cloud is spherical. When this ligand interact with the metal which is present in the positive oxidation state, the metal attracts its electron cloud towards itself, due to which its electron cloud will become polarized. Means the negative charge density or shifting of electron will become more towards the metal and less in the opposite side of the metal. So in this case the electronic cloud of the ligand is not symmetrically, so I can say here the electronic cloud of the metal is polarized. According to this theory, only ground state of metal is affected. There is no effect on the transition state. We are having a metal complex in which M is the metal and two ligands L are attached with this metal, and suppose T is our transdirecting ligand. And let X is the ligand which is being replaced by the incoming ligands. So in this case, supposed to be the incoming ligand is our ligand Y. This Y ligand is incoming ligand. This theory states that the transdirecting ligand having more polarizing effect or having more polarizability. The ability to polarize is called as polarizability. The ligand T polarizes its electron cloud and shifts its electron density to the metal. When this metal occupy the electron density from this ligand T, this electron density on this metal will increase. Now the metal will become less positively charged and become uncomfortable. So metal donates the electron which were accepted from T ligand to opposite ligand, that is X. So metal donates its electron from MT bond to MX bond. So this MX bond will become electron rich, due to which the MX bond become longer as compared to MT bond. This MX bond become longer as compared to MT bond. Due to this, as you know that the longer bond is the weaker bond, this bond will become weaker bond. So the incoming ligand Y can easily dissociate this weaker MX bond and can easily form a metal complex. So the incoming ligand Y coming trans to the ligand T, which was transdirecting ligands. The first point is the transdirecting ligand polarize its electron cloud and towards the metal. Due to this, the metal receive electron from the ligand T or the transdirecting ligands. When this metal receive the electron from ligand T, this metal will become uncomfortable or unstable. So it shift the electronic cloud towards the MX bond, due to which electron density in MX bond increases, because this MX bond will become electron rich and MX bond become longer and weaker. So the incoming ligand Y can easily break this MX bond. And to occupy the position trans, or I can say opposite to the ligand T, or I can say opposite position to the transdirecting ligand. As we know that this theory is not applicable for those transdirecting ligand which can form pi bond with the metals. So this theory is applicable only for those ligands which can form only sigma bond, like as iodide, chloride, bromide, hydroxide, water, etc. These ligands are present at the low side of the low side of the transdirecting series. Next is the pi bonding theory. This theory is also called as transition state theory. Also called as transition state theory. This theory was proposed by the Chet and Orgel. Proposed by Chet and Orgel. This theory is applicable only for those ligands which are good pi acceptor ligands, or I can say those ligands which can form pi bond with a metal, or the ligands which can accept the electron in their pi orbitals. For examples, the ligands which are present at the upper side of trans सीरीज, ट्रांस डायरेक्टिंग सीरीज के जो अपर साइड में प्रेजेंट हैं, एग्जाम्पल के तौर पर लिगेंड CO, NO नाइट्रोसिल, CN नेगेटिव, CH2 डबल बॉन्ड, CH2 एक्सेट्रा. These ligands trans effect can be shown with the help of the pi bonding theory. Supposed to be we are having titanium metal in +2 oxidation state. The electronic configuration will be 3d, 2 and 4s, 0. Here this titanium +2 metal having 2 electron in their d orbitals. The first d orbital is dxy, second is dyz, third is dxz, and next one is the dx square minus y square, and finally this last orbital is the dz square orbitals. The 2 electrons in the d orbitals will present in these orbitals. So a metal having two type of the orbitals or two type of the d orbitals which are already filled with the electron, and those which are empty d orbitals. So when a ligands coming to metals, it donates its lone pair of electron to the empty d orbitals of the metal. So when a metal receive electron from the ligands, this metal will become uncomfortable because it accepts the negative charge density, or it accepts the electron from the incoming ligand. So as the electron density on the metal increases, this metal will become uncomfortable. So to compensate this, metal back donates its electron which are already filled in the d orbitals. This is called as back donation or synergic effect, SYNERGIC, synergic effect also called as. Suppose we are having a metal M, and this metal M having d orbitals. Supposed to be these are the d orbital of the metal. Out of these 5 d orbitals, any d orbitals which are having these electrons, so these d orbitals are filled with the electrons. So metal, this is the ligand. Supposed to be these are the p orbitals of the ligands. These are the p orbital of ligand, and these are the d orbital of the ligands. These d orbitals of pi symmetry, and these are the p orbital of pi symmetry. So metal donates its electron from filled d orbitals to the empty p orbital of the ligands, and to form a pi bond. This form a pi bond. Let's take a metal complex M. Supposed to be this is a ligand L, this is ligand L, and this is the transdirecting ligand T, and supposed to be this is our ligand X, which is attached with the metal. As we know that this transdirecting ligand having empty p orbitals, p pi orbitals, and this metal having filled d orbitals. So the metal donates its electron from d pi orbital to p pi orbital of the ligands and form the pi bonds. So empty bond will become electron rich, and metal will become electron deficient because it is donating its electron to ligand T. So in this case, metal will become electron deficient. So to compensate its electron density, metal pulls the electron from the mx bond, due to which this mx bond, which is present at the opposite or transposition of the ligand T, will become electron deficient. This mx bond will become electron deficient, and as we know that electron deficient bond are also weaker bond, and they can be easily dissociated by the incoming ligand Y. Metal donates its electron from the filled d orbital of pi symmetry, that is d pi orbitals, to empty p orbitals of the ligands of pi symmetry, that is p pi orbitals of the ligand T, to form a double bond. Due to this, a double bond is formed with ligand T. Due to this, metal become electron deficient. इसकी वजह से मेटल क्या होगी, इलेक्ट्रॉन डेफिशिएंट हो जाएगी. To compensate the electron density or electron deficiency, metal accept electron from mx bond, which is trans to the empty bond, due to which mx bond become electron deficient and weaker as well. So incoming ligand dissociate the mx bond. The incoming ligand Y dissociates the mx bond easily and occupy a position which is trans to the ligand T.